What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Valheim here on the backlog. I am Basic37, the as always gracious host. Now, in the last episode, we had a little bit of turbulence with the card. Mostly because I was being stubborn and just not really figuring out... Well, I was mostly being stubborn and just taking it through the entire forest where there's a whole bunch of shrubs and rocks and all that. And it was breaking constantly. I kept on running into mobs that were destroying it. And it was just all around a bad time. So I took matters into my own hands, and made a pretty big change. There's a... how do I put it? I took on a large-scale terraforming project. And I'm not gonna lie, it took me the better part of at least 10 hours just to fucking build this goddamn thing. I would have recorded it, but it was just too big of a task for me to sit there and sift through the footage just to be like, okay, this part, this part, and this part are good. So I figured we could pick it up after that. So, now, we actually have a means of getting our metal back from the Black Forest base, and bring it all the way back out here. I have timed it. It takes about 5 minutes just to get from here to there on foot. But in order to show it off, I'm going to have to actually walk that journey. That sounds brutal. Okay, and just to have everyone know, this was quite the task. All of this came from both the Black Forest and the Meadows biome. And this isn't even all of it. There's more actually out by my other Meadows biome too. It gets a little ridiculous. And this is actually a portal all the way over to the other outpost. I moved it from up there because I kind of got tired of just fucking clipping through that area over there. I don't think that actually happened on camera. But yeah, it was becoming a problem. I actually died just from fucking clipping out there onto that little chimney. And then, well, yeah. I think everyone can figure out the rest. But to start with, we're gonna go and get our resources from the outpost now that we finally fucking can. So let's go. Back up, back up. Come on. Come on. There you go. And now we make the maiden voyage down the path. I mean, it's not really the maiden voyage on mine. I have taken this trip a few times just to make sure the cart wouldn't get completely wrecked. Now, this path is kind of rough in some spots, because the level tool isn't truly level. It doesn't make everything flat. But it makes it a lot less painful to get anywhere. Now, I'm going to be going out and expanding this to copper deposits, or at least close enough to a copper deposit. This way I can just run there, fill my inventory, run to this, fill it, and then make it back safely without all the extra bullshit. But all in all, I think it came out well. Took quite a while to fucking do, but it was worthwhile. I actually had a lot of fun doing it too. It is weird seeing all the rocks kind of gone from this area, though. I mean, they're not all completely gone, but I did have to use a whole bunch in the section that we're about to be coming up on. There'd be a lot more stone out here if I didn't have to use a good chunk of it. Hello, Meadows Outpost. It's good to see you. Don't worry, I still have to clear out my chest from when I was doing that, because I literally just threw crap everywhere, because I was coming across a whole bunch of other shit. But as you can see here, we no longer need that land bridge, because, well, I made my own. And that's honestly what took the longest out of this whole project. As you see, I didn't go the easy way. I literally dammed a river just to fucking get over here. And let me tell you, once the water gets deep, it becomes a real pain in the ass to try to fucking raise the elevation, because if you can't see the bottom, how the hell are you gonna do that? And that's kind of cool, seeing the water rise up like that. As long as I don't get swept away, we're good. I gotta tear you down, but actually, you know what? No, I'll keep that there, because that's a good repair station. It's kind of the midway point, too, so that works out. And as you can see, the card does still take a few hits, but it doesn't completely wreck it, so it's not that big a deal. This is so much nicer than having all that turbulence. So much nicer. Hello, boar. I know you're not one of mine. Yeet. Really? How the fuck? Hey. Okay, look, I know I'm the one who instigated that, but did you really think you could beat me? Really? Ooh, bird. Can I? Yeet. Aw, you bitch. I was really hoping to just harpoon that bird. Okay, but we just entered the Black Forest here. The path gets a little tough because getting these hills to actually cooperate with you is not an easy task by any means. I had to do a whole bunch of pickaxing, a whole bunch of flattening, a whole bunch of pathing, and I still didn't get it fully level, but I got it way better than what it was. And I had one chance encounter with a troll over here, but it didn't actually really do much to me. I shot a few fire arrows at it, and then it just kind of ran off into the woods. It's like, okay, you've never done that before. Normally, you guys are tanks and keep pursuing until you fucking get the job done. Okay, we're starting to come across to the base here. And this once was all a hill. You can definitely tell what I had to do here. I had to literally cut all the trees down off of this, get all the foliage off of it, literally carve a goddamn trench into this hillside just so I can make a path for this fucking cart. It was tedious as all hell, but worth it, because now we can actually make all this shit happen. I know right now I've got a lot of tin that I can just kind of throw in here, so we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna start hauling it all the way back to the main base of operations. Main reason being is I'm starting to think that I need to work on expanding the base a little more. Not only just that, I'm thinking it's about time to make a portal room and maybe even get rid of the one building with like my bed, like the one workbench in there that never gets used, because realistically, it's kind of pointless. It really is. Everything is in that one, like, building, the crafting building with the storage upstairs. The house is literally just a bedroom. I could annex it onto the main building. Or I'm not really too sure where I'm going with that. I haven't fully thought everything through for this yet. But we'll figure it out. I'm not too worried about that. I do definitely need to do something about this, though. I really do. I might even just disassemble this one for right now, because I really don't have much need for it at the moment. It's nice to come out here to actually have a fast way out here, but one, it's an eyesore right there. Two, it takes up a whole shitload of room in this minuscule outpost. And, well, no, that's pretty much the long and short of it. I could see about expanding this base out a little more, too. Yeah, we'll see how I feel about that. Either way, let's get some of this shit taken care of. I'm just gonna throw a whole bunch of the unnecessary crap in the cart that I'm not gonna need. Because what I'm gonna be taking with me over to the main base of operation is pretty much just this. Yeah, I'm carrying too much, but I'm going right here, throwing it all in here. Bam, 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 bam. And then we're gonna haul this heavy sumbitch all the way back. Good times. The first maiden voyage for ore to the main base. This part excites me more than anything else. I already knew I was going to take damage here, because trying to level this out was a nightmare, and I know damn well it's got a whole bunch of bumps. Put that away so I can actually run faster. Eat some food. Let's get Ichthir involved. We're gonna run forever! That was a weird pop I felt in my mouth. One thing I will say about this, though, is when it gets dark, it, one, becomes a bit of a pain to find the trail. Two, it makes everything pitch black. It's kind of cool, but scary at the same time. Like, if it were a completely different genre game, it would be straight horror-esque. I'm sure we're gonna encounter it at some point during this playthrough, but we'll find out. At some point I might see about trying to level this out a little more, but I honestly don't think it's gonna get any better than this, realistically. Honestly, the Eikthyr buff is doing us some justice for this, because it's making that a lot faster. Normally I'd be slowing down right now just to get some stamina back. That was impressive. And we can do it all over again. Seeing this part is just breathtaking to me, just because of how much work I put into this part alone. Good God, if I didn't have something else playing in the background just to get me through the building, it would have been way worse. Way worse. Alright. We're over halfway there, ladies and gents. We're almost there. It's beautiful. It really makes me want to have a tear just come right down here. Because I'm proud. I'm proud of what I did for this. It took a lot of time, but it reminded me of why I love these kind of style of games, because the creativity is, well, hell, it's what makes these games great. Being able to take what they have here, or what they have to offer, and then just making it your own. And the large-scale terraforming that you can do is pretty impressive in this game. Like, I could have done way more with this, but I chose to do it like this. Mainly due to just to have it simple, frankly. But it still is a testament to survival games. Like, I know this is no Minecraft, but in my version, or in my opinion, this is kind of superior in its own regard. Maybe not superior. Because I like the creative aspects of Minecraft in and of itself, because who doesn't love Legos? That's essentially what the game fucking is. But I like games like this too. Maybe, if I'm putting it in a league in and of itself, maybe kind of Rust-esque, but not really Rust. I don't know. I don't really have much in terms of, like, what to compare Valheim to. But either way, this game is still fantastic. Alright, but we have made it back. The cart survived its maiden voyage, and I am not going to want to throw my fucking keyboard across the room just from having this thing break every 5 goddamn seconds. I would call that a successful fucking trip. Now, the next question I have for myself is, what am I going to do with the base of operations here? Because I virtually think this whole room right here is kind of useless. It used to be the center point of the actual base of operations here, but it's not anymore. The only thing I really do in here is cook. But I can just as easily move things around over here, expand this, and make it so I can do just that over here. And the only other thing that would be a bit of a setback would be a place to sleep at the campfire. So truthfully, if I build a room off of here, it's in range of these two campfires here, I can have a better room right fucking there. It'll condense space and it'll give me a little more room to breathe. Then there comes the issues of portals. I'm thinking about building either just an area for all my portals back here, or just leaving them out and building, like, essentially just a path to them. I know as we progress further, we'll have access to different like materials, like stone and things like that. So realistically, I could just place them out here and just say close fucking enough for now. Which actually doesn't sound like too terrible of an idea. Because just having the one out here to get to the outpost was a lot easier. I think I'll do that. I'll break these down and then put them out there for the moment. Then figure out if I want to expand this area out. Or maybe do I want to take it a little more skyward? Well, the only problem would be for the bedroom, I kind of have to have it on ground level because you can't build a campfire on wood. And I don't have access to stone, which I don't even know if you can build fires on stone. The logic would dictate yes, but I don't know if that's how that works. So it's all purely speculation at the moment. Alright, but in any case, let's see what I want to do here. I'm going to start by tearing down the one portal and putting it behind my old base of operations. Up. And if I'm not mistaken, that's one thing about portals and why I wanted to have them enclosed initially. Is I believe they actually attract mobs to your base. Though I've been having a lot more of the enemies coming down my way recently with just like the forest is moving, like the boss enemies are sending waves of enemies to our location here. It happened before I fought the first boss, and I knew it was going to be coming again. I just didn't expect to see Grey Dwarfs all the way out in the meadows over here. Making me wonder about the solidity of my base. Excuse you. Oh, it's because they're unconnected. This is just me dicking around, because we'll literally just teleport me from one portal to the next. So it's kind of funny. Yeah, it totally just did. Okay, but I gotta name you home, if I'm not mistaken. Then name you outpost. Now these should each take me to their respective places. This should take me to my other base of operations out towards the other Black Forest on the other end of the island, which it did. Good, good, good. Right, I can't take you with me, otherwise I would. I could sail it out, but for 710, that is not worthwhile. Not for how far away this fucking is. Realistically, I could just tear this whole fucking thing down. Pretty much explored all of that. Oh god. Oh, the world saved. That would explain that lag spike. Alright, well that one worked. This one, in theory, should work as well for the portal out here. I'm still debating on what I want to do for this. Because with what I'm about to do, I'm thinking it might be worthwhile to just kind of move some of the base of operations out over here too. Or at least expand the building a little more. Because this is cramped. As cramped can be. Especially seeing as I pretty much tore away half my backyard with it, like, good god. I don't know, there's a lot of things I could do with this. Question is, what do I actually want to do? Well, either way to start with, we now have... I think we actually have the means to build another smelter, which would kind of behoove us to do. I have Surtling cores. How many do I have left? I have 6. Oh yeah, I have enough to build one more smelter. Now what else do I need for that? Because then I'm going to get some of these tin bars going. This way they're done while I'm fucking dicking around with the rest of this, and going from there. Yeah, I know I'm cold. It's nighttime, is how that works. But I also can't see diddly. Okay, but you know what? For the sake of building a game plan and taking the initiative to go from there, I'm actually going to leave this one off. I wanted to mainly showcase what I just did in this episode itself. I'll make a game plan, and then we're going to come back fresh and ready to go in the next episode. So thank you all so much for watching. If you've been enjoying what you've been doing, what you've been seeing so far, don't be afraid to leave a like on the video. And if you want to see more, all you have to do is subscribe. Anything you want to tell me down in the comment section below, by all means, I'll be keeping my eyes peeled. And if you are chomping at the bit trying to figure out when the next episode is going to drop, even before I get a chance to drop it, all you got to do is click that little bell. It will tell you everything you need to know. That being said, I am Basics37, reminding you all, stay current out there, everybody.